in case anybody can come help. Can you show me the video of how far the water is? Okay, so where are you right now? Oh my goodness, where are you?
That's the roof of the house next door right there underwater.
So this is in Fort Myers Beach on Cutlass Drive?
Yeah.
564 Cutlass Drive. It's 4 of us.
4 of us? On Cutlass Drive, and you're on the 2nd floor already?
Yeah, we're all...
6 of us in here. 18564 Cutlass Drive.
Do you have a roof?
There's 15 feet of water now.
There's 15 feet of water and it's still coming in?
Yeah, it's still steady rise, and the waves just keep pushing it through the windowsills.
Do you have, and there's 6 of you right now, and what's your address again?
1818, what's the address here, babe? What's the address?
18564.
18564 Cutlass.
18564 Cutlass Drive in Fort Myers Beach?
Yeah, 18465 Cutlass Drive.
Cutlass, and the rest of the neighborhood is underwater as well?
Yeah, I had to swim out of my house. My house was too low. It's pretty much, my house is pretty much gone.
So you're a neighbor across the street?
Yeah, my neighbor, she has a more recent house built up, so we walked over here, or I had to swim over here. Just right in the middle of it. Glad I did, because now my house is underwater.
Your house is underwater. Oh, I'm so sorry. Is everyone out of your house?
Yeah, everyone's out of there. Now we're just in here. We're dealing with a lot of water in here.
Okay, can you show me how far the water, how high it is up? And can anyone get up on the furniture too as well? Okay, so you're already up on, you have everything up high. Do you have a way to get into the roof?
Go to the roof. Don't go in the attic.
Don't go in the attic. Do you have a way to get on the roof?
Yeah, we're going to have to find out a way here soon.
Okay, so hopefully somebody is seeing this. In the windows that you have there, are they hurricane impact windows?
Yeah, they're hurricane windows.
So the water is coming up against the windows right now. Oh, the storm surge.
Life jackets?
Do you have life jackets right nearby?
Yeah, there should be somewhere on here.
Find something. Find some life jackets, a cooler, something to grab onto, and make sure that you get up on the counters for right now until... I know the Fort Myers Beach Fire Station isn't far away, but in this kind of weather, I don't know if they're going to be able to come out.
Their trucks are underwater right now.
Their trucks are underwater right now as well. So...
Got 50 feet of water in here. There ain't much on St. Carlos Boulevard. It's not underwater.
So you're right off of St. Carlos Boulevard right now?
Yeah, we're right off St. Carlos, right there right before the bridge to go on Fort Myers Beach.
Right before the bridge on Fort Myers Beach. Okay. And is it still storming there and raining there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's blowing over 100. So I thought it's probably blowing 130, 140.
What are the winds there right now, Rob?
We know for sure that they were up to around 120.
Yeah, the winds were up to 120, so that was the pool cage in the pool. But you're on the 2nd floor, or is that the top of the roof?
No, the top is just real high. But I don't know. We got to make a little decision here because this is getting worse by the second.
Okay, I don't think it's safe to go outside.
He doesn't have a choice. He has to be ready to get on his roof.
Okay, you need to be ready to get on top of the roof and grab something that will help you stay afloat.
The most intense hurricane force winds are starting to pull off into the north of where you are. So the worst of the winds will start to relax over the next hour or so, but it's going to remain onshore for several more hours. So the water levels are likely only going to be rising over the next few hours. So it will likely get deeper from where you are right now. So you need to make your decisions as soon as possible, but expect the water levels to continue rising from where they are right now, because even though the winds won't be as strong, they're still pushing water on shore. So whatever you can do that would, something like a life jacket or something that would be able to float, is what you want to keep with you as close as possible.
Okay. He's... Kelly, could you repeat his address to me?
Wait, we have someone on the line. Repeat the address to me. Sure, repeat it 100%. Sorry, slow down.
18564 Cutlass Drive.
18564 Cutlass Drive.
Okay.
Fort Myers Beach.
Fort Myers Beach. And it's right off of... And there's 6 of them inside.
And the water's coming up, and we're trying to decide what we're going to do next. The winds are blowing super hard, so I'm not sure what.
I just got off the phone with the fire chief at Fort Myers Beach, and he said right now they don't have emergency crews.
Before the bridge.
It's right before the bridge. The fire department says they don't have emergency crews to come there right now.
But I got the address to him, and he said as soon as they can deploy someone from there.
Can you ask him what he thinks they should do? They're on the 2nd floor, and the water is coming up.
Let me get him on the phone right now. I'm going to call the fire chief.
We got through to the fire chief, so we're gonna talk to him and see.
Hey, Ron, we're on the air again, and I'm wondering if you might be able to help us get some advice for these people that are stuck. What floor are they on?
The battery's going to die.
They're on their second floor.
They're on the second floor on Cutlass Drive. What do you think they should do?
They need to get as high as they can from the water and try to ride out the storm. That's the best advice I have, is they need to get as high as they can and try to shield themselves from the wind and the rising water.
But outside?
Outside or inside? The phone just died.
As high as they can, wherever they can get to.
The phone just died.
Okay.
So we will try to get back in touch with them again, but they said their phone was about to die.
Okay, so for anyone else, if it happened to them, this is certainly happening to other people.
There has to be other people
in Southwest Florida right now. That was a lot to take in, and we're going to be thinking about those people, and we'll get in touch with them. But if it happened to them, this is happening to others. So you need to have a plan right now. You find something that will keep you afloat, but if the water gets up to the point where it's already at your waist and you're at the highest point of your house, don't go into the attic. You need to get on the roof. You need to take your chances and go outside. The wind is awful, but you have a better chance of surviving the wind conditions right now than you do water rising to the ceiling of your home. And so if that happens to you, or you know someone who's in that dire predicament, you need to tell them. Find something that will keep you afloat just in case, and be prepared if the water gets to the point where you know you might drown and you don't have any other way to get out of your house. Have a window, have a door, something that will still open that you can get out.
Because as you heard, Fort Myers Beach firefighters, they're not there. Sanibel, they're not on Sanibel. They can't. They had to go to safety. So they're not there to help right now. So you just really need to come up with a plan in your mind, as you said, ahead of time. If you can grab some life jackets. If the water's not to you yet, it could be to you soon. So get your life jacket, get a floating cooler, get something, and get up high.
Allison, Rob, and JP have been stressing this all day long. This storm surge is only continuing to rise. We are not even at the peak, folks.
No.
So let that family's really terrifying situation be a learning lesson for you or for someone you love. If they are in an area that is clearly flooding with storm surge, they need to make a plan immediately and be ready to get out of their homes. As dangerous as it is outside, it will be better than with the water rising to the ceiling of your house, because you can't go in your attic. You'll drown in there. You have to be prepared to get outside where at least you can keep your head above the water.
Yeah, get a flotation device and try to just ride it out. As the fire chief said, don't go outside. That could be even more dangerous. You saw the waves whipping up against their home on the second floor.
But you have to if that's your
right.
Yes.
Try to go up.
Yes, try to go up. But if you don't have a safe place in your home to go up any farther, your only choice is to go outside at that point. The firefighter was saying, try and shelter yourself from the wind as much as possible, obviously, if you don't have to.
Or if you have to hack through your roof.
If you don't have to be on the roof, but you're going to have to get out of your house at this point and just try and hold on for dear life, because this...
You guys ready, Allison?
If you're obviously there has to be other people in this scenario on Fort Myers Beach. Look at your surroundings. Try to get to the top of the roof. See what else is in your view. Know that the water is going to be pushing inland. Is there another building in the distance that might have a balcony that you could jump on? Is there anything farther inland that you could identify that might be the next stop, that maybe catch your breath before that water continues to rise? Because staying there is only You have to have some sort of plan to the next step of where you could go that would be a little bit drier, a little bit higher.
Yeah, I know you're shaken up by this, Allison, because you had been warning people for a couple of days that this might happen. And so this is happening now on Fort Myers Beach, but for anybody who is north of there now, take heed to what is happening on Fort Myers Beach, what is happening in Naples, and be aware of that. And please, please, please make a plan. It's too late for you to get out and to escape, but at least get some kind of flotation device, get some kind of cooler, get something, and keep an eye on the weather. And I know a lot of people are losing power, but you can see us on Facebook, so you can stream that as well.
We have our live stream going on Facebook Live, so the power is going out all over the place. We get it. But most people still have some cell service. You might have internet service, but at the very least on your phone, you can still stream us on Facebook Live. We are on at least 4 radio stations across Southwest Florida: 106.1, 98.3, 96.1, 103.9. So if you can get a radio signal, that's another way that you can stay with our coverage nonstop. We want you to be informed up to the minute, because unfortunately, this is getting more dangerous by the minute.
Make a plan.
In fact, as you were speaking, just got another emergency alert system. The National Weather Service now has an extreme wind warning.